welcome to another video. We're going to do a quick one today. I've not really been reading all that much in the last week or so, just because I have been reading a lot. I've just had an essay to write, so it's been a lot of academic papers and things like that. So we're going to do a TBR for August in this video. Let me know what you think of the audio in this video. I'm trying something new, so hopefully it sounds okay, but let me know. So I'm still working on The Power Broker by Robert A. Caro. I've spoken about this in a few videos before. It's very long. It's, to be honest, a pretty big slog. It feels like it's, at least in the part that I'm in right now, it's quite repetitive in terms of how the dynamics of his relationships happen. So I'm still working on it. I'm about halfway through, but I'm also supplementing it with reading some other things just so I don't get too bored. So it'll probably take me most of August to get through this. I'm working on it. I do want to finish it, but I'm not putting all my effort into this. The other book that I want to start reading in August is Tom Holland's Dynasty. The subtitle here is The Rise and Fall of the House of Caesar. So I listened to Tom Holland's podcast, The Rest is History. He does the podcast with Dominic Sandbrook. And if you are reading, even if you're just a little bit into history, definitely listen to The Rest is History. It's a real delight. So I've been meaning to pick up some of both of their books. So I've got this Dynasty, The Rise and Fall of the House of Caesar. I read a book earlier on in the year, which was, I'll see if I can, actually here it is. I read Adrian Goldsworthy's biography of Caesar and found it really interesting. Realized I knew nothing about the Roman Empire, the Roman Republic, all of that stuff. So I picked this one up, both half because I wanted to read something by Tom Holland and because I wanted to know more about the Romans. So those are the books that I've got here. I have got a big order of books coming in the mail. We're still in lockdown here in Sydney, so I've ordered a bunch of books. They'll probably take a couple of weeks to get here. So I'll do a haul when they do all get here, but I've got a couple of other books which I am planning to read during August, which I'll just talk about now. And the first is I, You, We, Them. I forget the exact subtitle. It's Journeys Through History of the Desk Killer or something like that by Dan Gretton. So it's exploration of the psychology of people who kill from their desks. One of the examples that he uses in the book is Albert Speer, Hitler's architect, and then who became the arms minister, and how his psychology works in committing all of these. Well, Gretton's careful not to use the term murder, but killing all these people, but never seeing his victims. He does everything through paper. And he compares that to today's world, where we have bureaucrats and people working in companies around the world doing things that do lead to people dying, and the psychology that they need to be able to separate those things and not feel the guilt, I suppose. So it's quite a long book. It's about 1,000 pages, so it'll probably take me a little bit of time to read. But I'm really enjoying the first section of that. I've just got the ebook at the moment. I've got the physical copy coming in the mail. So I'm reading that. I also have a book club at work that I'm a part of, and we're reading probably a couple of books in August, but the one that I'll be focusing on is Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I did read part of it a couple of years ago. And I really enjoyed what I did read. I think that having read some fiction I haven't enjoyed recently, I can really appreciate how easy that was to understand. And so I'm looking forward to diving back inside. I'll have to order a copy because I don't actually have one. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And that's probably going to take up most of my time. I don't anticipate that I'll finish the Power Broker this month. I think it'll be something that I nip at probably, like maybe I'll aim for 100 pages a week of it, and that'll then take me like through probably the next 2 months or so to get through it. Dynasty, maybe I'll get through most of it this month. I do have a couple of essays due, so I'm going to be doing a lot of reading for that and a lot of writing, a lot of thinking. So that's probably going to take precedence in terms of my time. So anyway, that's what I've got for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you're reading down in the comments. I'm always out for looking for recommendations and to put on my TBR list. So let me know what you're reading. Let me know if you're reading or have read any of the books that are on my TBR list. And I'll see you next week. Bye.